Take a look at these goats. Videos like this get millions of views. Some even become viral memes. Maybe you've shared one. Look, this is you when it's time to pay rent. But for the goats, it's not funny. They suffer from a condition that makes them freeze or collapse when scared. Imagine that near a cliff, one loud noise, and they could fall off. Not exactly a superpower. Just like ants didn't choose to be blind. They follow pheromone trails to stay on track, but sometimes the system glitches. They walk in circles, forming a death spiral. More ants join, marching until they collapse from exhaustion. This can last hours or days until one ant breaks free and leads the survivors away. The first recorded death spiral was seen by William Beebe in the 1920s, almost 1,200 feet in circumference. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty with its base. Fish also form whirling circles sometimes, but things get weirder with rats. Look at this photo, rats tangled by their tails, starved to death. This rat king phenomenon was first recorded in 1564. Their tails get stuck together by oils, waste, and food, especially in cold weather. They struggle, tightening the knot until they die. Rare and spooky, rat kings were seen as bad omens. Spiders don't have such a reputation. They're helpful, even if not many like them. One spider got trapped for 20 million years, in amber, like a natural time capsule. In the 1980s, loggers in Georgia found a mummified dog inside a hollow tree trunk. The dog chased a squirrel up, got stuck, and died inside. The dry tree preserved it perfectly. No decay, no bugs, just a natural mummy. Usually, dead animals in forests are eaten by insects in days. Scientists sometimes use beetles to clean skeletons fast. They strip down a deer carcass quickly. Poor deer, but the beetles do a neat job. One man, Jim Phillips, collected over 16,000 antlers over 60 years, all found by himself. How many have you found? Exactly. Now back to animals and their strange instincts. One of the strangest? Autocannibalism. Yes, some animals literally eat themselves. You might have heard about snakes, so into their meal that they start eating their own tail. It sounds absurd, but can happen if the snake mistakes its tail's movement for prey. Still, not a great look. If snakes could feel embarrassment, they'd never live it down. But this hummingbird situation isn't funny. It's on the edge of starvation. These tiny birds have such a fast metabolism that missing just 2 hours of nectar can kill them. Some visit 2,000 flowers a day to survive. Life isn't carefree for them. Even light rain can ground a hummingbird. Each raindrop feels like a falling rock. Feeding or flying becomes impossible. If the hummingbird survives, this moose isn't so lucky. He's turned into a zombie. Not the Hollywood kind, but infected by a brainworm carried by white-tailed deer. The parasite tunnels into the moose's brain, causing confusion, loss of motor control, and death. A horrifying way to go. These traits are the result of evolution. Sometimes beautiful, sometimes brutal. Usually changes take thousands or millions of years, but not always. Elephants are a good example. They've had tusks for ages. Mammoths did too. Tusks are iconic and useful, but also the reason humans nearly wiped elephants out. In the 1500s, Africa had 26 million elephants. Now, fewer than 500,000 remain. Poaching peaked mid-1900s. Even US President Theodore Roosevelt killed hundreds of animals, including elephants, on safaris. Demand for ivory remains high. One tusk can fetch over $1,000 per pound. Ivory is carved into art, jewelry, piano keys, and it costs elephants their lives. But evolution fights back. More female elephants in African parks are now born without tusks. Poachers kill those with tusks, so tuskless ones survive and pass on their genes. Human impact reaches even tiny creatures. Take the US-Mexico border wall. It's not just a human issue. The region is home to many reptiles, amphibians, and mammals, including endangered species. The wall blocks migration, shrinks habitats, and traps animals in danger. Even pygmy owls struggle. Flying low, they might not cross the wall. If a wildfire starts, many animals won't escape. What can they do? Run, climb, fly, not with a giant wall blocking their way. See you next time. Also watch our other videos. For example, why no ship wants to go this way, and why ships never go below South America. Or about 5 animals that seem to live after death.